What is going on, y'all? What is good? It is a Rainy Storm crew, aka Rainy Storm, checking in for the Mercury through the Houses series. I am your karmic evolutionary astrologer specializing in evolutionary astrology. So if you're interested in learning about your past lives, and also if you're learning about your current destiny and mission here in this lifetime, please hit me up. I am on this basis at this moment taking readings for tip and donation base, as well as barter and trade. So if you're interested in that, make sure you come through. Also, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and make sure that you leave comments below, because I love to hear y'all's comments and things. And we're gonna just go ahead and hop right into it. Mercury in the second house. So if you have Mercury in the second house, let's talk about Mercury first. So Mercury is the planet, it revolves around the sun, is the messenger god of the sun. So with that being said, this is the ways in which you think, and this is the ways in which you communicate and receive information, right? Mercury in general is very quick, is very fast, it's very vast in the ways in which it changes and shifts and things. You definitely also too, I know Mercury necessarily doesn't get a lot of love in astrology. Everybody skips to Venus, and that's okay. I guess, everybody wants to hear about love and beauty. It's great. But, Mercury and Venus go hand in hand, not for real, but really, because you have to understand and know the ways in which you communicate, not only with yourself, but the ways in which you're communicating to the world and through the world. So you want to check and make sure you know what that Mercury is doing, what it is cooking up in that pot, okay? And it'll tell you a lot about, like I said, and also the way you receive information. For example, how you are on social media, the things that you like to see in media or take in, or just, like I said, in general, how you are communicating, and also what you're communicating about, which brings me to the second house. The second house energy is the Taurus. I forgot to mention that the first house is Aries energy. Second house is Taurian energy. So all things Taurus, which usually we see anything that has to do with your inherent worth. This also has to do with your financial matters as well in the second house. So you're communicating about the finances here, right? You're communicating about the resources. How much resources do I have? Do I have enough money for these things? Am I able to spend a little bit of money here? These are people with the budgets, these are people with, trying to figure out the numbers and the money, you feel me? This is where you can also see somebody who might be an accountant, for example, or somebody who is very good at numbers and patterns. So they're very much so able to see the numbers and understand the patterns and understand what's going on. This is where you can see somebody who maybe, for example, maybe they're for Bitcoin or trading, and things like that. So they're able to kind of break down complex numbers, patterns, and being able to really understand them in ways that most people can. Mercury in the second house, or just second house, also has to do with the things that you are ingesting and putting into your mouth. Once again, Taurus energy. It's the throat chakra. So what are you putting into your mouth? Even all the things that you are just taking into your just overall environment, right? You can find here in the 10th house, or second house, I'm sorry. So communication, wanting to communicate, whether that's through actually physically talking, whether that's singing, writing, dancing, cooking. Okay, if you were sommelier, okay, you like a little sommelier, little wine connoisseur, you could see Mercury in the second house, for example, here. Business and financial matters and negotiations. So setting the deals, setting the contractual agreements, because Venus rules contractual bonds and agreements. Once again, numbers, patterns, the details, and investments as well. This could be, like I said, contractual agreements as far as financial matters. You want to know how much you're getting in. You're putting so much out, so you want to know how much you're gonna get from the deal with Mercury in the second house. Also too, with Mercury in the second house, when we go back to like value, I think this is honestly communicating your values in the way, like physically communicating your values. So the way that you dress, the type of things that you bring into your home, whether those are antique pieces or, the quality of the things that you have in your world and even around you. Like I said, going back to, do you like to wear silks? Granted, I know everyone's like, well, what if we can't? It's not about, I just think it's more so speaking to the things that you have physically, in your life, because Taurus is very much so the physicality of the things that you have and the things that you earn. Mercury in the second house also too, there's can be a lot of attachment to financial matters, in the sense of like, you know, Mercury might to feel, because I said again, it's the way you think and communicate. And there might be a sense of scarcity and lack when it comes to finances and resources if they're not in the ways in which you want them to be. So just be careful about tying your self-worth to the amount of money that you have in a bank account, or the amount of money and things that you're receiving, like physical things that you're receiving. I know that this can be a huge part of your journey in your life of like understanding that, but tying something to, especially financial matters, into your world that's literally fake, right? Okay, is, you know, it's just not going to be the best for your mental health. Okay, so just like, let's you know, let's just try to, you know, understand that your self-worth and value inherently comes from the way that you feel about yourself from the inside. All right, not necessarily what you have on the outside. Now, when you start feeling good about that inside world, when you start feeling good about what is going on inside of your spirit, when you start feeling good about what's going on inside your body, your physicality will match that, baby. Your physical world will match exactly what that is. Okay, so that's what I'm going to leave you with Mercury in the second house. We're going to be moving on to Mercury in the third house, and we're going to finish this series off with Mercury in the fourth house this week. So once again, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Also click that notification bell to stay in touch with me. Check those links down below, and I will see y'all on the next video. Y'all already know what it is. It's a rainy storm checking in, checking out, without a doubt. Deuces. Adios.